Today I'm with Courtney and Markie. Courtney, how old are you?
36.
Markie?
30.
And how long have you guys been out here lost in the streets of Phoenix?
Almost a year now.
Yeah, solid together.
Yeah.
Individually, I've been 2.
About almost 2 now.
Yeah.
So Courtney, 2 years ago, what happened to cause you to come out here?
I separated from my husband at the time.
Markie?
Same thing. I separated from my wife up in the res. I came down here from, Hopi Reservation. Kind of left her up there, separated, and then I found this one.
And you guys met out here
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
streets,
in
kind of
the neighborhood.
living out here in the streets, okay?
Yeah.
And how's it going being together?
It's tough.
It is. It
Everything
is.
works against you, from the elements to the people and
The
everything
streets
else.
do not want you together. That's one thing.
Or happy.
At all. I mean, we fight through it.
Yeah.
We fight through it. Like, we take the biggest challenges we've ever seen in our lives together. And
Yeah.
sometimes I ain't gonna lie, we fail. But I won't see it for a day or two, but we find our way back to each other.
Yeah.
Being out here in the streets, for a lot of people, especially here in Phoenix, it's so hot. How do you guys deal with the heat and just how crazy it is out here? People tell me my stuff is stolen every day.
Yeah.
How do you guys deal with all those dangers out here?
Expected.
Yeah. I guess we're more prepared now since we've been through it, but it breaks me down. He has to hold my head up sometimes because when you don't have a change of clothes or anywhere to shower and it's so hot, it's hard. It breaks you for sure. Winter was one thing, but summer has been a whole different challenge.
And then when I go to jail, I come out.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
come out, all my stuff's gone.
Yeah, everywhere you go, you get stopped by the police, and then they get mad at you for wherever you sleep or whatnot, and it seems to be a problem after another.
And when you're living downtown, kind of, they push you towards the zone. So, like,
Yeah.
the zone, there's no police contact, but out here, there's police contact everywhere. You can't just post up at a bus stop. You can't just post up in an alley, or like that tent that you see over there. It's impossible.
Yeah.
They will get you. They will pull you over. And the
they-
heat,
yeah.
oh my God. Let's talk about the heat.
Well, and they told us if we stayed in the zone, we would get help to be placed in housing, and we went down there and fought it out down there for months, and still,
Nothing. They lied on
they've
us.
been given like $187 billion to house people, and we haven't seen anything yet. And we go down there and try.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Consistently together.
It's tough. I mean, we don't give up. So we know we'll get it someday, but I hope it comes sooner than later.
To stay cool, man, I'd find a cooling station.
Yeah.
Find a cooling station, because other than that, you'd either you're in the shade, with water and ice. But it's hot out here, man.
Yeah.
It's really hot out
It
here.
makes it hard.
When you're doing blues like us, you forget to drink. So hydration is a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing. And so,
The zone is the area downtown Phoenix where it's Central Arizona Shelter Service, CAS, is the main focus there, where they provide food, they help you with
Shelter.
IDs, shelter,
Assistance.
shower, some type of assistance, right? So you're saying the police try to push you down there so you can get some of those services?
yeah.
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 But it's pretty
But
dangerous.
It's a total different world, though.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's very,
We've
very,
seen stuff
very,
from people being set on fire while they're sleeping to people being found in dumpsters, and
We've seen a lot of things, man.
yeah, it's crazy. And over things like they got mad over a lighter, or you pissed the wrong person off.
You went
It's
somebody's tent without
dangerous.
asking.
Yeah, yeah,
It's hectic. It's a different world.
for sure. It's crazy. It's one place you can go for help, but it's the most dangerous place probably
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
Courtney, how long have you been using blues?
About 2 years now, almost.
Do you remember who introduced you or how you found out about that? Or
Yeah, when I separated from my husband, I actually was a heroin user for a while, and then I'd been sober for about a year and a half at that point. And when I separated from him, I actually was right here. I lived right here, and I went down to the Budget Hotel, and one of my friends gave it to me. And honestly, it was just an escape at the time from the pain or the issues I was going through. And you would try to stop, but when you try to stop, then you get sick. That adds a whole nother aspect to the heat and the issues out here. So I don't know. I haven't found the strength to stop yet, but it's scary for sure.
they say it's hard to stop.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Well,
hard.
that's it.
And when you start, you don't think about that stuff. No one warns you like, hey, you're gonna get really sick, and
You're be able to poop.
or you're gonna
That
be able
one-
to like,
It's messed up. It kills you from the inside out, man.
yeah.
It kills you from the inside out.
Stops you from hurting, but it also stops you from feeling any type of feelings. Like I think blocks definitely the good ones too. It's how you have to fight to feel good too. So I mean, yeah. But when you're out here, it's like any slight relief from any type of this is helpful, I guess.
Yeah.
But you know, all you can do is look forward to the future and like try to, you know, make plans to you know, try to make differences in your life through the little things.
What does your future look like, Courtney?
Well, I mean, I hope it looks better than this.
I know it is. What you mean, woman? You won't stop.
I know that. I mean, I know we're going to methadone next week, so that's the first step. So you know, we'll go from there.
I'm done.
Yeah, yeah. It gets old real quick, you know.
It does. Same sad song.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. I've never met an addict who's like, I have everything I want. I'm happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
it definitely is. You know, I'm glad that I've experienced it. I'm glad I've gone through it because I think it's made me a better version of myself because of all the experiences I have had. Most of them haven't been too great, but I think overall I wouldn't have changed anything. You know, I'm just gonna, as long as I'm making changes that are positive, I think, you know, we're on the right
She's
track.
an amazing woman, man. One of the most amazing women I've ever met in my life. For real. You got this.
You have a lot of confidence in her?
Absolutely. She's amazing. She's the most interesting woman I ever met. You know, man, she's made me a better person. Showed me a lot, you know, and taught me a lot about myself, and I can't do nothing but love her.
Wouldn't it be great if you guys had that same passion for each other if you guys were sober?
Absolutely.
Can you imagine what
I
type
think
of
it'll be a bit more, actually. I think it honestly will only grow.
I keep telling her, where's the real Courtney?
I know.
You know, stuff like that and motivator, you know? Same
Yeah.
here. Where's the real Mark? You know, 'cause
One thing that people tell me is that this addiction has changed me. It's not really who I am.
Oh, yeah. 100%. You lose. That's what I told him. You lose who you really are. Like the things that make you happy, the things that make you who you are, really. And you really don't realize how much you do lose of yourself until you slowly get sober. Like I know when I got on methadone the first time, like that's what I was trying to explain to him because he's never been on it. And I don't believe in using that as a crutch either. Like I think that you should use it to get where you want to get, you know, to wean yourself off and get sober. But then, you know, not be on that either. But it honestly was the fastest and the most I've ever felt like myself since I started using. So hopefully, you know, I can get him over there and then show him how that feels. Because once you feel that again, once you start to feel that and then get things that you don't want to lose again, like, you know, just go up from there.
Markie, how long have you been using blues?
2.5 years.
Do you remember how you got started?
Yeah, I did. I actually got started from my brother that passed away in April of 2020.
My condolences for your loss.
Appreciate it.
Was it due to blues? Due to blues?
Yeah. I mean, I say that the institution had to, you know, had something to do with it, but you know, that's another day, you know, another song.
If you guys weren't living this life, what would you be doing? How would you be living right now?
Like a fat cat.
You know, I think probably just,
That's one of the wonders that we got. We want to find out, honestly.
just, you know, trying to find jobs that you love. Like, you know, I figure if you find what you love to do, then it's not really work, and then you don't have to run from, you know, all the drains of everyday life. Like, I think as long as you find the pleasure back in doing normal everyday people things that, you know, that I miss doing normal people things.
People, the movies.
Yeah, you know, or, you know, going to work.
High.
Yeah,
You're doing. You're chasing the high.
And it's not worth it. It's not worth what you lose.
No, not at all.
Because when you blink, you know, 20 years has gone by and the people you love are gone.
I met her when I was 14.
Oh,
You told me to call you 10 years
don't
later.
call me in 10 years.
Real stuff. 10 years later, and here we go.
I don't know how that happened.
They say that addiction is losing everything for one thing, and recovery is gaining everything.
For the lost one thing.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's exactly and that you keep mentioning that, right? You've lost so much.
Oh, yeah.
For what, you know? Every day, if I was asking you for your routine every day, I probably already know.
Yeah.
Every day you wake up and you're trying to chase it, right? You got to go make money because you guys need to get well.
Yeah.
You're not even getting high anymore.
Just get well.
Get
you just
well.
make yourself normal
Get
again.
well.
Yeah,
That's
that's crazy.
wild. Get well.
And you know, it really is true. I heard this once. They said, you know, your best day sober, or your best day, what is it? Your best day sober is better than your worst day high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst day high,
It's like, it's like,
Something like that.
no, I don't remember. But yeah, it's like, that's true. You know, like, you come out here and you think you're doing, like, it's weird. You go against your your body's natural. Prepare. You as a human, you want to propel through life as long as possible, right? And so to do drugs is completely crazy. My mom says it's crazy because why would you poison your body? Why would you put yourself in danger? Yeah. Why would you put yourself in danger? You're trying to prevent yourself from moving through life as long as possible. Well, it's weird. It's like people would do anything in order to self-medicate to get away from pain, and it's like, if you just give your body a chance to like kind of heal itself, and then maybe use the resources, at least try. I think you could get there. It's hard though, but you just gotta learn how to take the everyday pains, and just make it through the. Like we both lost a brother, so I think that had a lot to do with us starting to use, and just not running from your pain, because if you run from it, you're just gonna run from it forever. It always follows you. It's always there. Usually, you gotta handle it anyway.
What advice, Courtney, would you have for young people out there? The youngest person I've seen is 13 years old out here on the streets. What advice would you have for youngsters? They're going to watch this. They're at home. They're confused. They're rebellious. They don't want to listen to their family. Somebody offers them these pills. What should they say?
Go smoke weed.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do something to escape, yeah.
Honestly, go smoke weed. It's legal.
The only thing I would recommend is, honestly, the only thing I haven't seen, the only thing I haven't seen really be a detriment to somebody's life would be weed. But I would tell them, give yourself a chance.
Exactly.
If you do this, truly, there's really only one way it's gonna go, and before you know it, you'll end up 36 like me, still doing the same thing.
Or 30 like me.
Give yourself a chance. It may feel like the end of the world now, but the coolest thing about your life taking a turn for the worse or being in a place where it's not positive for you is it can go back to positive just as fast as it went that way.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow is a new day. Don't sell yourself short. Find something that you love to do, and and just fill your life up with things that you love.
So I think that's really great advice.
Stay busy, man. Stay busy.
Talk to your parents. Let them know what's going on.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised at how much they could help you and how much they actually know about stuff like this. I think they'll understand a lot more than you realize. I always thought they don't know nothing, but if I would have just talked to them, maybe it would have been different.
Absolutely. So I'm going to say thank you very much, Courtney. Thank you, Markie, for talking to me, sharing a little bit of your story. I let you know that the whole purpose of this was prevention through awareness. By you guys having the courage to share your story, you're going to save somebody out there from trying this and coming out here to begin with. Okay, so I'm going to give you my card with my number on it, so you can call me if you ever need a ride, a treatment, or just give me an update. Give us an update, right? Because a lot of people are going to pray for you to be successful and be safe out here. And in the future, when you guys are better, give us a call so that we can get an update, okay? So for the meantime, please stay safe, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Thank you very much.
Peace out.